Hey, Adam from FU-Tone here, hanging with Mark Slaughter at the FU office.
At the office.
On a Sunday, chilling. So, we have something really cool we're doing today, and the way this came about on Facebook a little while back, I saw your post about the history of this guitar.
Yeah, this guitar was Tim's guitar. And it is just, you know, the whole thing is kind of this Cinderella story to me, in the side of emotionally too. I mean, even today on this side of it is pretty emotional. There's a gentleman named Rodney Hardison who basically reached out to me on Facebook and said, I have Tim's guitar. Some of his family had gotten rid of some of his gear and I never got my hands on it. He brings this to a show and opens up the case, and both Dana and I are looking over this thing, teared up. And the history of this guitar to me was Tim and I fought over the color purple. I said I'm going to have a purple guitar made, and that's what I'm going to use in the band. And he basically, Tim said, hold on a second. He walked out of the room and he called Robin, and about 15 minutes later he said, I've got a purple guitar, you can't have one, fuck you, fuck you. And it was kind of one of those things that we joked about, but it is something that we both shared in that color. The fact that we're here in Tim Kelly's hometown, and his guitar is here, and hopefully we can make it over to visit him today. Is a pretty emotional day on top of doing a big rock show tonight.
I was floored by this story when you posted it, and I read it, and to me, it's because we're all guitar nerds and dorks, but when I read the story about the travel of the guitar and how it went full circle back to where it should be, and it was very emotional. And coincidentally, you and I were talking shortly after, and you said, hey, can we do something to the guitar? I was like, hell yes, of course.
Right. We're not taking something that Tim had and making it worse. We're doing what Tim would have wanted, again, as a gearhead, and making it better. The weak link on this whole guitar, the pickups are right, and the electronics are redone. I had John over at Bluesman Vintage redo all the electronics in this thing and clean it up after, you know, touring and all the stuff that we did, replace some of the pots that were old and dirty. But this bridge is the weakest link, and this is what Tim would have wanted to do on this. And if Tim was alive, he'd be in this office today with you, and I'd be back at the hotel waiting for him to tell me about his new toys and all the cool shit that he's got. And again, it's part of it, but it's exciting, man. This is what he would have wanted.
Well, and it's an honor to be a part of it and to work on it, and I just love the story of the guitar. And when we just opened the guitar a few minutes ago for the first time, I was blown away by the guitar, not just because of how good looking it is. We all got that thing, you said, pick it up. I'm like, I'm still looking at it.
Right, yeah, and I know, I did that, and what's funny is you did the same thing I did, which is what Rodney said to me when he brought it. He goes, well, pick it up. I'm like, dude, I'm just taking it in. Right. It's like one of those things of, this is the guitar, you know, he toured with this, with Kiss. This is the guitar he played on the Hot in the Shade tour. Nice. This guitar right here. And he had purple boots that matched it.
You didn't get the boots.
No, I have sleds, you know, and you know what they say about men with big feet, the clowns, you know. It was part of his whole thing. Part of his persona became part of what this guitar was, and he carried that even into how he dressed.
So the guitar itself, as is, it's a decent sounding guitar to start. So
it is a good sounding guitar, but there is a lack of clarity. I think is probably, you said mud?
Little mud.
Yeah. You know, you can hear it. You know, still sounds good.
Sounds good. It's a good jump off point.
Yeah, so I mean, It'll be interesting to see how this will sound.
Let's upgrade it.
Let's do this.
Obviously, I'm going to stick with a black bridge on here.
Okay.
Did you want to go on the hardware? The inserts I'm going to keep titanium. Did you want to go with stainless hardware or black hardware?
You know what? Really where I'm at with this whole thing is let's do it as you would do it if Tim came in here. I mean, as much as I go, oh, well, you could do this or do that. I mean, I think it's really more of what you think as
If I were doing it for Tim, I'd go stainless.
Okay, then that's what we'll do.
And that's where my head would be with it. We haven't played it yet, and I literally just tuned it and put it back in Mark's hands because I didn't hear it yet, and I want to get everything caught on tape. So we swapped out the bridge. We put the new FU-Tone on it, big block, brass, noiseless, heavy-duty springs, titanium inserts, stainless hardware. Let's have it. Wait, before you even roll the volume open, listen acoustically.
Yeah, it's got a lot more spank, doesn't it?
Yeah.
God, it's so funny. You can feel the
in your chest. You feel it vibrating.
Yeah, you feel the difference. Yeah, that didn't have that before. And it's interesting. Not only is there more of a spank, but there's a brightness to it.
People think it's the block that you're hearing that's making the sound, and it's not the case. All the block does and all the titanium inserts do, all this stuff does is push the vibration back out into your guitar.
Right.
So you're hearing what you already had. It was just muffled before.
Yeah, no,
and now it's like, here's your guitar.
That's where I'm hearing that top end.
Yeah, have at it.
Wow.
Right?
Jesus. Wow, look at the back of that. Look at all the buckle rash from his stuff, but jeez, man. It is so much better.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me work on it.
I mean, but the thing is this is what Tim wanted. This is what he was striving for. That he would borrow Dave Marshall's guitar, and Dave Marshall would say, Steve Stevens has already got that, but you can't have it. This is what, inevitably, this is a missing link of what he was literally searching for till his dying day.
Well, I hope we did him proud today.
Well, it is such an emotional thing to know that this is what he would have wanted. I know this is what he would have wanted, and we're not doing anything here that is desecrating this piece that has been a part of Slaughter's history. This is actually bringing it forward where he would want that history. It's you know, as my dad used to say, my dad was a cowboy, he'd say, it's like a cowboy looking for the perfect horse. whether you're doing the quarter mile or you're doing barrels, it really boils down to what it is that you do as the cowboy, so to speak,
Right.
that you're looking for. But this thing does it all, man. It's just like it just makes a huge difference.
Success.
Well, let's go see Tim.
Yeah, man. Let's.
Pictures of you, all this still on my mind. You had the smile that could light up the world. Now it rains, it seems the sun never shines. And I
I mean, literally, of all the places you could have your office,
Right.
of all the places you could be set up, that you're literally down the street. You know, we could
It's
have ridden a
close
bike
by.
here.
Oh,
I mean, It's
absolutely.
just unbelievable. It really is. Wow. What a show it'll be tonight.